Hey, look at that. We're live on Instagram. This is like the, third, fourth week in a row we've managed to get that working?
Gen Xers working out the technology, man.
Oh, it's a ridiculous setup here. It's a ridiculous setup. It requires
we only don't know how to do things when we don't feel like doing it, and then we weaponize incompetence, and we don't have to do it.
Hi.
Hey, everybody, this is Josh from LavaBox and ProtectOurRivers.org, and you're listening to The Trailhead.
Rev it up, let it roar, feel the ground shake. Pedal down, dust flying, no time to waste. The trailhead's calling, engine power on a roll. This is where trails start and stories unfold. On the starlit skies, where the wild things roam. Every trail a journey, every Jeep a home. Meet me at the trailhead, where the wild ones run. The dust kicks high and the day's not done. With the road wide open and the dirt in our soul. This is where trails start and our stories unfold.
Well, welcome to the Trailhead, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight?
Well, I'm better now.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm gonna feel real good here in like 3 minutes.
You guys are ready for a train wreck, I hope.
I knew it this afternoon when I was getting ready for the show. I was just like, I just feel like it's gonna be an absolute shit show tonight. So here we are. Let's do it. So of course Josh then hits me up and he's like, "Hey, I'm free." So here he is. What's up, Josh?
What's up, man?
Welcome. It's nice to have you back, man.
Thanks.
You're all well lit.
Right.
You're all.
I got light.
He's well lit.
Nice.
I'm well lit. America. Wait,
America.
Colorado.
Yeah. Well, the funny part about that is how long it took you to get there with that one.
Oh.
But yeah, that's good stuff, man. Well, welcome back, man. It's really good to have you. And then there's Pope and Randy. Hello.
Good evening.
Good
I came
evening.
back.
Trying to.
What'd you say?
Then there's Bob and Randy. The reason I came back.
Wow. No, it's okay. You know what? I fully recognize that I'm not the draw here. Like I'm the ringmaster.
I don't know.
I'm the Barnum.
I've seen
No.
you in a unicorn costume many times. You're kind of
Exactly. I am the Barnum and the Bailey. Yes, I am both. All right. Well,
Whatever. You're the ringleader. You're the only reason it happens because we wouldn't do it.
We'd be like, oh, fuck, I'm too tired tonight. Let's not do it.
honestly, it's the collective force of us all moving together that keeps me motivated to do it. So don't tell me that shit.
There's no way.
Yeah, it's kind of like we can't let each other down, so we all keep doing it.
And that is kind of where I'm at with it, which is totally fine. It's kind of the way I intended it because I knew that I wouldn't stick with it unless I did it that way, and here we are. So it's working.
Well, it's the too stupid to quit. We've already discussed this. We're all just too stupid to quit.
Exactly.
Like it's the same thing with the Jeeps. We're too stupid to quit. The places and the things we could be if we didn't have Jeeps.
Yeah. All right. We'll get to it in just a second. Let's get through business real fast because we do not have a voicemail this week. Nathan, I hope you're okay. I'm sure you are. It's the holidays. I don't expect you to hear from me every week. But if you would like to take Nathan's place, I'm not just kidding, Nathan. Or if you would just at least like to also add your voice, please give us a voicemail at 719-408-0132. I don't care if you've been a guest. I don't care if you're a listener. I don't care if you hate Pope. Just leave us a message and let us know why.
The list of people who hate me is getting longer by the day.
Well, and that's the thing.
I hate's a very strong word. I think that people don't like us sometimes, but they also don't know us.
Oh,
still,
hate, don't like.
They're very
strongly disagree with.
We just need to get them to call us. That's all. Boy. All right.
Hi, Brian.
Speaking of people who
Saying that-
actually, he's Lunchbox.
No, this is Living to Relax.
Oh, that is Brian.
It's
That is
different,
Brian. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another Brian, and the triangle of Brians is complete.
Oh, is there 3 Brians in one?
Oh, Tanner, bring it. Bring it. Bring it.
I can't
That's all I
wait
have
to
to
Come
say.
on, Tanner. Yeah, come on.
Patrick,
I want to hear it.
Tanner on here with us.
So
Yeah, Tanner should come on here with us. Tanner's
Yeah,
Tanner's a good time. He can have some cocktails.
So here's the thing, and I will say this again. I have vowed to play any voicemail that we get. I'm sure I will regret saying that, but
do you know Tanner?
I do not. And but I have made that vow, and I will stick to it until such a time as FCC requirements say I cannot. So that holds. So leave us a voicemail, 719-408-0132. You can also reach us at thetrailheadnetwork.com, the info at the Trailhead Network, and the Trailhead Podcast on Instagram. And I want to remind everybody also, we have our first discount code of any kind, and that is for Tyree Off-Road Lights. So if you checked out their episode and were interested in their stuff, you can get 15% off by using Trailhead 15. They make really good gear. It's impressive stuff. It's held up on my Jeep, and nothing else has. So
How's that clock spring working for you?
yeah, let's talk about that clock spring then, shall we?
No, please tell me it has. Oh my gosh, tell me what's going on.
I would I would. You know what? If it was the clock spring, I would be so happy right now. I would be so much happier right now.
Okay, so what's going on, JD?
All right. So Wednesday, I got ready to go to work, and I was in traffic coming up to a stoplight. Came up to a stoplight. Oh, I should back up a hot second. Before I left, I had to put windshield fluid in the Jeep, so I opened it up, and I thought I heard a tick that I had not heard before. Jeeps have ticks. They have noises. You're like, okay, I should make a note of it. If it gets worse or it continues, I should probably do something about it.
My favorite's when you hear it go away.
I don't know what's worse, right? Yeah, I mean, honestly, because then you're like, was it some? What did I touch? Like, was it something? Like,
yeah,
because here,
am I a Jedi? Did I just fix it through my Jeep by thinking about fixing it?
Like just looking at the engine. Yeah, just by popping the hood and doing the old man looking at the engine, going, yeah, I can fix it. Yeah. So I pulled up to a stoplight about a mile, maybe a mile and a half from the house, and it just died in the middle of the street. And I couldn't get it started again. And I could feel it. I could feel it wanted to. I could feel it was trying to, but it would not completely turn over anymore. Engine, battery's fine, all that kind of jazz. It just stalled out and kaputski. So, here's the funny part I haven't shared with anybody at this point. So I sit there for a few minutes. I call roadside assistance. I'm waving people out because they're not paying any attention at 9:00 in the morning in front of a high school about whether or not there is a yellow Jeep stopped in the middle of the road. And finally, a Castle Rock cop, or excuse me, a Monument cop shows up, and he's got his lights on. He's just kind of protecting traffic. And then we're just kind of waiting for a Jeep or somebody with tow straps to show up if they can before the tow truck does, to get me out of the way of traffic. So we're standing there and talking. I am now having my second conversation with an officer of the law. Thank you, Corey, again, for your help and assistance. Who really wanted to talk about off-roading because they're an off-roader themselves and really want to buy a Jeep when they move to Oklahoma soon. So we spent the whole time talking about that. Now, do you all remember the sticker thing that I like? I have a real hardcore thing about the guys who put the stickers on the pylons.
You're the I did that guy?
What'd you say?
The I did that stickers with Joe Biden?
No, not those stickers. The off-road recovery stickers on the Forest Service pylons for the charging service. here locally. I have a real thing about it. Like, you don't put those on the Forest Service panel. It's just that they're trail markers. They're not for you to advertise your business. So we're standing there and we're waiting for a Jeep to show up, or anybody that looks like they might have a recovery strap, because I don't have any of it in the Jeep at the moment. And does anybody want to take a guess who shows up at that exact moment? Because they are also in Monument.
Who?
The Beast Off-Road guy who puts the stickers on all of the Forest Service signs behind the houses here.
Oh,
So I don't know if he noticed me. If he's listening now because he saw my hoodie, then thank you for your help. Sorry for the beef. I still believe in what I believe in it, but thank you for honestly though. Thank you for the help and just pulling me into the parking lot to get me out of traffic because people are dumb. But yeah, so then I got it towed. Again, everything in the engine's still under warranty, the warranty that you all love to hear about.
mm-hmm.
So
You're the reason Carlos got fired.
I might be, actually. Well, I don't know. This was before his time. I think my warranty might be the reason the guy before him got fired. So they got it in. Their explanation essentially was what I kind of felt, and that there is a drop cylinder or a broken cylinder of some kind. And so they're going to have to tear it up and open it up just to find out and verify it.
Oh, you're going to get a Hemi.
Yeah. Well,
No, he's not. His motor's under warranty.
He's
The
gonna
motor's
get a
under
warranty.
warranty.
He's gonna get a warranty.
I'll get a warranted engine. Yep.
Oh,
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm trying not to like panic about it or anything like that, because I just can't do anything about it. They won't open it up until Tuesday, probably Monday or Tuesday, officially, and then we'll start to get into it. The most fun part is that it should be all covered, right? I still have to pay for them to take all of my accessories out and put them back in. So all of that labor. So yeah, that's gonna be like my wiring, my electrical boxes and stuff like that. They're gonna charge me to get it all out of the way in order for them to do their work, the ARB, all that jazz. So it'll probably be less hours than they're thinking it's gonna be, but they're still gonna charge me to do it. They're a dealership. So it's the lick I have to take if it's going to be that kind of a repair. And I don't like it, but it is what it is. I'm going to head down there. The one thing I didn't do was the person who had sold me the push start that the dealership keeps claiming is blocking them from getting codes. I had not gotten around to disconnecting the immobilizer and making sure that it was that there was nothing in the path that could cause that to happen. So I might go down there just to do that so they can read the codes. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm down to a sports car in a Colorado winter again. So
wow.
Here we are.
That's terrible.
Yep. So, I mean, the good thing is that at least I can work from home when it gets really bad. And the snow, Josh will attest to it. It hits, it's here for a few days. We've had a couple really weird slick days recently, but that's kind of abnormal. And most of the time it's pretty dry all winter. It makes things more complicated because it's just one car for two people.
Yeah, I drove
much
home
snow
from
do you
Texas the last time. It got really slick. That was fun.
Yeah, no kidding, right? At least I had a 4x4 for that. What'd you say, Randy? How much snow do we usually get?
No, how much snow do you guys have right now? Is it on the ground? Is it sticking?
There's a dust here, but not much or
so
anything.
You can still see the ground.
We probably got about 3 inches on Monday when we were driving back.
But it's melted right now, right? You're
not
in like
it's melted. Okay. It's gone from the roads because they plow them relatively quick, and it was nice weather today. So yeah, the roads are clear, but like lawns and people's driveways, if they didn't shovel them, they're still covered.
We had about 3 inches last night, and then it's gone by now. It's already pretty much gone.
And that's usually how it is here, but it's been cold the last few days, so it stuck around, and that happens every now and then.
Yeah. So yeah. So that is my story, and that is the reason for my exceptionally large swig of Fireball at the start of the show. And I'm just it's here's the thing: is it's a good time of year for this kind of a thing to happen.
Oh yeah,
If for no other reason, all the trails are really closed locally. I mean, yeah, that kind of takes some things off the table for me in January, at least for me driving myself. That, on the other hand, that might open up some opportunities for me to just make decisions to go to stuff. Like if I just wanted to go and ride with somebody else at one of those events. So we'll see how that plays out next week. And once I find out exactly how it's diagnosed, and then what they have to say about it from a warranty standpoint. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just I was kind of done. I was done on Wednesday and Thursday. Like it was just kind of like I was at that. I think every Jeep person has that moment where like, all right, I've had a fucking enough of this. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of it. And then you go online.
Josh quit a few times. I've heard Josh quit, and he's just gonna go do cruises.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a terrible idea. Yeah, I mean.
You like
stupid to stop. Too stupid to stop. We're all too stupid to stop.
But it's like you get to the point where you're ready to stop, and then you go and discover a place like Wolf Caves, and you're like, wait, this is.
I'm really excited to hear about Wolf Caves.
I'm looking forward to hearing about that. I think that I did the SUA thing last year. I think that's going to be this year's thing. I'm going to do an AI song called "We're Too Stupid to Stop" about jeeping, and that's we're going to make that our Christmas song.
We all have too much time on our hands with the AI.
Well, yeah, but I don't really care. It's the holidays. It's my slow period of the year for work, so here we are. Boy, all right. See, I have to write myself a note here because that was not a small shot of Fireball. All right. Let's see here. That's all of my business. I hopefully then if they catch the code, maybe they'll find the diagnostic code they need for the clock spring.
Maybe.
All in one swoop. Am I all right?
All
You're gonna have it a month.
Hey, maybe that's what's causing your dash problems. Is the thing. Blocking the codes is blocking your dash.
I'm gonna be real pissed off at the guys.
That's actually legit. Like if somehow the push start is related,
yes,
it could actually be jacking around your dashboard too, because it goes through the CAN bus and all that foo.
Yeah, I just need to disconnect all of it essentially and just see what it does. So he's just kind of being an ass about it, and I'm not really sure why. Like I've always liked having the push start, and I've never had a real big issue with it. It's got some small issues. It's made by a dude in Australia, but
I thought you were just gonna. You almost paused too long after it's made by a dude.
I know, right? No, I had to think. I was like, was it New Zealand or Australia? I knew it was one of those two places. Denver. Yeah, no, I had to do a video call with him, and it was like 8:00 in the morning. It was a weird time difference. Anyway,
hey, Brian. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yay! What's up, Brian?
Hey, Brian.
Was that Lunchbox, Brian?
It is Lunchbox.
Yeah.
All right. The Brian Pyramid of Doom is created.
All right, so Zool rules now. Yeah.
The Triforce of Doom.
The Triforce of Doom. Oh shit! I don't like that.
So how was Wolf Caves, Josh?
We should do our update first.
You want to do our update and then we'll talk
we need to do. Okay. Yeah, we need to talk about you guys for a hot second because.
And then we'll get to Josh.
Josh, I feel his story is uplifting, and I feel like ours are not.
Yeah, he was at a fun event with a bunch of fun people doing fun things, and we are out here just racking up bills.
But it makes me feel better that it was raining the whole time. I'm like, good.
Good.
Wow.
If you're going to have fun without us, I am glad it's cold. Just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I am so sad. I wish we could have gone. I'm just giving you shit.
All right, Randy, tell us about your Jeep.
I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
That one hurt. Wow.
You knew. You would have said the exact same thing.
No, that was harsh.
That was great. You're meaner than Josh.
What?
I think you just smell some of Randy's true colors. She is mean. Fuck. Dang. That one's
I'm kidding. You
And I
know
thought
she's-
we were friends.
She's a silent
Holy
killer.
shit.
You should see the gangster rap she writes about you on AI, Josh.
Oh, I don't
She talks like she doesn't use it, but you know she's there all day long.
What?
Sure.
No, I'm just kidding.
Her newest hairstyles came from ChatGPT.
My what?
Your newest
I've never been
hairstyles.
mean to Tanner's going on about
Right.
how
Yeah. I feel like you need to remind Pope that he's within striking distance, too.
Ryan,
She's
don't
never
talk
been
about
mean to
this,
me.
man. That was you and I, homie. Come on. Although Tanner knows.
Yeah. So you guys all remember the ring and pinion broke on the Misfit, right? So today we've got pictures of the pinion. It looks like Lorena Bobbitt got it.
It is crazy. I was so excited to see the pinion after I saw the ring.
Or like maybe Mike Tyson was in a fight with it. There's some other pictures of it. Basically, like half of the teeth are gone on the pinion, is in addition to the gears.
Yeah, the video shows it really good, but it's not.
Yeah, the bearings on our fucker.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that whole side's gone.
Geez, I wonder why we keep getting stopped. The thing is, like, if you saw the original video, you saw I didn't send it that hard from there.
No,
No, that was from before.
I think this is what was happening on the way back. I think this is
maybe.
that's like what you did when you romped up Middle Monkey.
That's Little Monkey. You see that, Tanner? That's the Middle Monkey right there.
That's what you
But it was
did. Oh, I'm just kidding. No, Pope was the one who pushed the gas pedal.
No, that was the next day when I was trying to get up there with Aaron and I was on the wrong line.
That was probably. Yeah, that's probably either Middle Monkey because you hit that hard, or it was the sand dunes, or the salt flats. We talked about
the
that.
salt flats, yeah, because someone even commented it was your salt flats burnout, and I was like, well, shit, yeah, I've seen people blow up their brand new axles on AMW Motor Swap the first day.
He did make it up and out, Tanner, and it was the best day of his life. So you were part of that.
It was still fun as hell.
But I don't know. We're not mad about it. We just
I'm definitely not mad at it at all.
I don't think it was what he was on. I think it was already slowly deteriorating.
Yeah, this thing has been breaking for a minute. Like, so I'm pretty okay with what happened. Oh, but then I can't remember how the hell Rob explained it. But basically, the bearings had something fuckered up, and now my lockers need to be replaced.
Yeah, he has to do lockers too. So we were really stoked that he didn't, and we were shocked.
We were shocked that we didn't need to replace the locker, and then they pulled it all apart today, and like, yeah, we need to replace the locker.
So, yep. The bearings, there's... I don't know.
I can't remember. I wasn't paying close enough attention when Rob explained it. He didn't text it to me. He told it to me. So.
Well, we were getting ready to come on the podcast when he called. So,
like, this is fresh news.
Yeah, this is like
Brian.
Yep. So that was kind of a big smash. So yeah.
Yes, Brian. He's gonna do an 80 when he does the back end, but we're gonna just fix it right now because we want to be able to sell the axle anyway. So when he does,
Yep.
That or a 14 bolt. We haven't decided.
I know somebody who's interested in 60s off of Misfit or at least the rear 60 if I sold it. But yeah, so that's we're rebuilding the whole damn axle anyway. So there you go.
Well, no, we aren't.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Shafts are good.
The shafts are good, but
I mean,
we basically rebuilt the whole thing though.
Yeah. I mean but anyway. So yeah, that's good.
Okay.
No,
all right.
That's Misfits update. Jem is in a weird state right now.
Jem has electric gremlins.
Yeah, she's having weird electric gremlins in the factory stereo.
So it's weird because, I'm just having like weird battery. So the battery, I got a brand new aux battery and a brand new regular battery. And then my aux battery was starting to act like my aux battery was going out because it just like throwing all kinds of codes and stuff. So then it completely died. For some reason, my dashboard won't like turn off and my radio won't turn on. So yeah, that's what's draining my battery, but now it's killed my battery because I've drained it so many times. We had like it on a battery tender too to see if we could keep it going, but it was literally the dashboard was never turning off. So I'm having a bunch of gremlins. They're working on it right now. It's probably, and it might be a bad battery. We're gonna like just completely. Well, we actually deleted the aux battery. We pulled the fuse and then disconnected it and wrapped it up and everything like that. And it actually ran really, really good. But then the dashboard won't turn off and the radio won't turn on. But this all didn't happen before I deleted it.
The problem with these newer Jeeps is you can't control shit without that screen in the middle. Like you can't control your heat and things like that because you can't see what any of it's doing.
So basically, right now,
damn you, Carlos.
Whatever. So basically, right now, I mean, we deleted the aux battery because of all these things. So none of these things have started happening because the aux battery is deleted. It actually made her run really good, but then all of a sudden the battery just keeps draining. So they're running through all the wiring and seeing. I feel like something's grounding out.
My favorite setup for aux batteries, and refer to the disclaimer at the beginning of the show, is to pull the fuse that tracks whether auto start stop is working and just leave the rest of it set up as normal. And that's how Hologram's been set up for like a year and a half, and he's the only one that hasn't had a battery die.
All right.
But really, you're supposed to be able to just pull the negative and tape it off, and that should be the minimum that you need to do.
But none of this stuff happened because of that. That's all, like, it's all, like, so we don't know. They're they're running through it right now. Hello.
But that's our updates.
Hi, Dom.
But the nice thing is we've got Josh on here, who recently went to the
Josh did something
caves
cool
in
and fun.
Texas. Yeah, hung out with Yee Jeeps at the Yee Jeeps Experience.
Yee Jeeps Weekend.
Is it actually called the Yee Jeeps Experience?
No,
Mm-hmm.
Well, the event was called that.
Yee Jeeps Weekend Bash.
Oh, Weekend Bash.
Oh, I thought it was the Yee Jeep Experience.
It was definitely an experience, man. That's for damn sure. It was cold and wet, but the wheeling was incredible. There wasn't a whole lot of it. There was a lot of yee.
Really?
A lot of three-wheeling. The rock is fun. Yeah, I'm sorry you didn't make it too, man. That was a good time. Yeah.
What was the yee portion of it? Was there a lot of sending it? Was there a lot of like gassing it?
Well, I mean, for starters, the guys just put on a great event, right? It's held at the actual initial campgrounds area at Wolf Caves, where they set up several canopies. They bring out people to come and cook food, breakfast and dinner. And the food was absolutely amazing. It was incredible. Like, I want to go back just for the food, if nothing else. But the wheeling is also incredible. And great spotters, guided runs. It was just a good time with good people. There you go.
Yeah, that is sick.
Like, that's some serious rock.
It is some serious rock. It's
wow.
It's unlike anything that I've done before. It's not. It's nothing like, St. George Sand Hollow.
It's nothing like I've.
So what's the rock like there? Like, is it like granite?
Well, just big boulders covered in a lot of moss, and it was wet and cold. So it's going to be completely different next time I go back, because hopefully it'll be dry. But
so it was slick.
It wasn't really slick. No, we kept sticking. It was just a lot of mud because it was wet.
Is that all natural, or is that like a rock quarry?
Yeah, it's all natural rock.
So was there, how many Jeeps actually showed up for the event? I heard that 90 had signed up, but how many actually came?
count. There was at least 50 rigs there, though. There were a lot.
At least 50. And did they all do the same trail, or did they divide them up into like you go easy stuff? Or
there were like 4 different guided run, or 5, and there were 10 to I think 15 rigs on each.
Wow.
Nice.
We were signed up to the Whiskey Warrior. The very first day, we kind of all just played around. We went over to the Gatekeeper. Then we went over to Finley's Playground, the Wall, Finley's Playground. Then the next day was all the guided trail runs. We opted to do an extreme trail called Whiskey Warrior. It definitely did not disappoint. We did not finish it. A few people broke. It's like we did 4 obstacles. I only tried 3. I only made it up 1.
God.
Or 2.
Okay.
Well, it was wet. You take something that's extreme and then you add water, it's going to be even more extreme.
Yeah, and we camped. You know what? Honestly, Brian, it wasn't a whole lot of rain, and absolutely epic, Dom. The wheeling is incredible. You would have a freaking ball there, man.
I'm so excited to go back.
I feel like this is right up Dom's alley. Yeah.
Yeah, this is right up your alley. You need to get Oscar out there, and you guys need to go have some fun. This place is freaking incredible.
Right, yeah.
Everything I've seen, I've always wanted to go out there.
Yeah,
is that obstacle called the Psycho Ward?
I
think that obstacle is called the Psycho Ward. That's amazing. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
How long were you out there?
Ward. Just a couple days. Well, that's not true. We got out there Thursday night, and we ended up leaving Sunday morning.
Okay. You think you could spend more time out there?
Yes. Next time I go out there, I want to go for at least a few days.
How many trails are out there, Josh?
There's a lot of trails in Wolf Caves. In fact, here, JD, I will send you a link that shows the trail map.
Are you sending it?
I'll message it to you. I don't know. I'll send
Give
it
me
to
a
your
clue.
Instagram. Here.
My Instagram?
Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of trails.
So they had like a camp area?
Yes. And they have cabins. They have 6 cabins. They have a few RV parking sites with full hookups. They have plenty of parking. Here. You know what? I'll put it in the studio chat.
Is there room for my trailer?
Yes. You'll be able to drive right in, and then you drive straight up, and I would probably end up getting the same type of spot that I got last time. You just run a 100-foot extension cord, plug into power, and they have bathrooms and showers set up for you. So if you're camping, it's not a problem.
You could have just told me to look it up. I just saw this somewhere else.
Yeah, it's on the site.
Okay.
That's a
so
map
there's tons
of their property and all of the different trails.
Wow.
So fun.
Right, and then their
it's
campground
private,
and the
right?
main office is like all the way to the left off the map. You can't even see it. What was that, Randy?
And it's private too, right?
That's private land.
Nice.
So when you get there, you pull into a big old parking lot, plenty of room for trailers. There's tons of room. Go in, sign in. They have you sign in with an iPad, agree to their terms and whatnot. They give you a wristband for the amount of days that you're staying. They're typically only open on the weekends. But since we were camping and staying for the event, they open Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They were allowing us to camp, come in on Thursday. We met with a guy named Kurt, I think was his name. Very nice gentleman, one of the owners. Yeah, I can't wait to go back.
That's cool. Yeah, that's one that is high on our list.
The trails are on Onyx. So I was able to use that to help with some navigation.
That's good.
Yeah, but the Trails Offer didn't have anything. They need to get on that.
You know what? It's one of those questions I'll ask where it is on the roadmap. I'm sure it's something we want to get done. I know that Texas is a place to get stuff at. It's just, I don't know how many contributors they have.
Man, and I mean, that place is huge.
Yeah. And this is a large map. I tried to I didn't try to map the whole park. I was only mapping all of essentially the white feeder roads for the Land Between the Lakes in Tennessee. And it was a monument. It took 2 days of just straight doing that on relatively easy roads. It's the same with these, and I think it was only like the size maybe this big right here, this quarter piece up here in the corner. This is a huge area.
Well, that corner piece, there's a lot of different trails in there, and then there's a lot more, as you can see.
Yeah.
So
that's great.
I mean, I did one trail, and a couple played on a couple spots of other trails. There's so much more. There's so much more. We need to go back for several days.
Yeah. Spend a week there.
Dude, yeah.
Maybe spend a week in St.
Pretty much, because K2 is far from there too, and that's another park I want to hit up.
Yeah, I want to do. That's the other one I want to do too. That's right there. Are they? Do you know if K2 is only open on the weekends too?
I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know much about it at all. I've never been. I mean,
that'd be interesting. Maybe you do K2 during the week, and I don't know anything about it. We'd figure it out.
Nice. All right. That's awesome. It is one of those things where I am not. I don't necessarily know if this is my speed, but kudos to you guys, man. Like that's just some crazy crap.
You know what? I'm not going to say no, because there are trails of all different ratings.
Right.
And it's kind of pretty down there, sort of, kind of.
These are the kind of areas I'd explore once.
I took a lot of B-roll videos. I was planning on sharing them with people, but I've kind of been a little wrapped up the last few days.
Right.
And you know what? So we haven't. Yeah, but I can't wait to go back. This can be
awesome, man. Yeah. All right. Well, next time you come on the show, bring some of that B-roll and I'll share it. Cool. All right. Well, good deal. I'm sorry. I need to add more off-road parks just to go check them out. Like, especially in the Midwest where I never had a chance to off-road and do anything at all. It's nice to know that there's some stuff moving in that direction. So, all right. Well, good stuff. So you didn't break anything then? You're the only one then without a broken Jeep?
I didn't break anything. We took it easy. Our puppy wasn't really feeling well. So we were kind of like, I skipped. There was one, the rain, it was cold. I don't know.
Sucks.
It sucks, yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah,
it was a fun time.
But it's like one of those times that you can go, and then now you want to go back. They gave you an appetizer. They gave you a little here. You should definitely come.
They teased me. Yeah,
they did tease you.
It was, but you know what? I'm super thankful for it. It was great. How did the PFC control arm go there? Oh my gosh, I love that Jeep. What's his name? I'm drawing a blank now. Mudbug, is it? Yes. His Jeep is sick, and he's crazy, and he put tires on this one obstacle. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like the second or third one in Whiskey Warrior, and I'm looking at that, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. And I mean, he almost flipped twice, and tires were up. Yeah, I got some video of it, so I do need to go through my video and share it for sure.
Y'all are insane.
PVC pipe or PVC control.
Yeah, this dude has his lower control arms, he painted them white, and he put red lettering on them to mimic. I will here, hold on. I have video.
Oh, I bet that just totally fucks with people all the time.
No, I remember that on Instagram. I saw it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
We should spray paint Misfit's arms gold.
No.
Yeah.
All right. How do I? Okay.
Okay, not gold.
How do I send this to you so you can show this today? Let's see.
Send it to his Instagram.
Yeah, but it's like a 4-minute long video, so that's not gonna work.
No, it'll ruin it.
No, and he doesn't have iPhone. He's Android, so I can't send him an Apple link. Man, you make this so difficult.
Yeah.
Why you gotta be an ass?
I was born this way. I can't help it.
That's a true story, though.
Android users are like the only people we're allowed to be racist against now.
Is Android users?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be. You know what? I'm uncomfortable with this. I'm going to stop now. Yeah. I've had enough Fireball to know that I shouldn't continue.
Wow. He's not lying. Like, dang, dude. Not many people have them. I don't know.
Well, now that we've dived into that uncomfortable territory.
But yeah, so
Not
he was
uncomfortable
cool.
for us. We have iPhones, bro.
We look forward to your voicemails at 719-408-0132.
Yeah, still waiting for that voicemail, Tanner.
I know. Tanner, if you're still listening, we will listen to it while you're on air. If you would like to do it now.
What do you have to say, Big Daddy?
I will watch the voicemail box. I've just pulled it up. If it comes in, I will get it and return it around in 2 minutes. All right. Challenge laid down, Tanner, if you're still listening. I can't tell.
So I am airdropping this video to my machine, and then I'm going to send it to you. Can I send it through the studio chat?
The whole video? Probably not. Hang on a second.
Google Drive.
I'll send you something. Yeah, I got it. Do you still have the... This is riveting television, by the way.
I know.
Riveting.
It's very...
Riveting. Trail Hero.
I forgot what you're
Tanner's not watching anymore. He left.
I know, he's not.
Oh,
All
Brian.
right, so
let's skip it.
Hey, JD, did you have your AI generate a news script from that article I sent you?
I did. It's in there for you if you would like, sir.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Let's see here. Josh, give me 1 second. I'll send you that stuff on the side. If we
put in the studio chat.
Oh yeah, this is
if you can.
Great.
I mean, I could also put it on my drive.
And then after this, Randy wants me to stop talking about.
Yeah,
about Carlos.
I'm so over it.
That's okay. I'm kind of with you, Randy. Like,
but we're going out. We're going out with a bang, and this feud of mine goes really deep. I'm telling you.
What am I missing?
Here's the thing, Randy. I'm really on the fence with this. Like, I am with you in a lot of ways, but I am also like I have been a Jeep person for like 30 years of my life, and it was it's been so hard watching all of this go down. And so there's a bit of dancing on the grave that I want to do with it, and I'm kind of okay with it. So
that's what I'm saying, JD. That's what I'm saying.
Here we go, folks. Let's.
I do like that.
All right. Need to change the color. It needs to be updated for the new year.
There you go. I can do that.
All right. We've got some hard news. Carlos killed the V8 star. In a shakeup at Stellantis, insiders are pointing fingers at former CEO Carlos Tavares for the death of the iconic Hemi V8. Dun, dun, dun. According to a CNBC report, unnamed sources revealed that Tavares pushed for its removal despite widespread internal support to keep the legendary engine alive. The Hemi V8 isn't completely gone. It still powers Dodge's full-size pickups and the Durango SRT Hellcat, and is available as a crate engine. However, passenger cars like the Challenger, Charger, and Chrysler 300 have seen the Hemi phased out, leaving enthusiasts mourning what feels like the end of an era. Oh, yeah, let's not mention the Jeep Grand Cherokee and Jeep Wrangler, and they never put it in a Gladiator. And that makes me sad. Insiders describe Tavares as unwilling. That's true. I had to do it myself. Insiders describe Tavares as unwilling to listen to U.S. executives or customers about the American market prioritizing rapid electrification, but Stellantis EV efforts have struggled to gain traction in North America. Ultimately, tensions led to Tavares stepping down as CEO. And it is now under interim leadership with Tim Kuniski's former Dodge and Ram CEO back at the helm of Ram. He's known for championing the Hellcat lineup and could hopefully signal a culture shift. However, there's no guarantee the Hemi will return. But the future of the Hemi V8 hangs in the balance. Its absence in passenger models is a stark reminder of the industry's shifting priorities. It makes me sad because like there's some, like we were talking last week about how there's some really cool things that they build, but they're gone. They're actually
that's the
gone
thing.
now.
It's just they're gone now. It's that they don't exist.
The 392 Jeep Wrangler was actually really rad, and the Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT and the Jeep Grand Cherokee with a Demon in it that was 1,000 horsepower. Those things are like jewels. They're prizes that you want to have. And they don't make that anymore. Now they're like, hey, we got this V6 with a couple turbos on it. Hey, yeehaw.
Yeah. Like they're not even making it as a high-end, trim package that you can purchase. It's just not an option.
They never came out with any of the electrical stuff they promised in the last few years. One of the big selling points of the Jeep Recon with the fully electric is it was supposed to have 1,000 horsepower electric motor in it. And they're not going to come anywhere close to that. And it's probably not going to come out till 2026 or something. Who knows? But they're taking so long that other cars came out that are cooler that I forgot that I wanted to buy the Jeep Recon. So now it's like, what's going to happen?
That's why I keep trying to bring it up, just so you're like, you remember this thing that we were talking about that one time?
Yeah, it used to be like they were talking about these powerful motors. I was excited. And if it would have came out in 2023, 2024, boy, I probably already have one.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Except I don't have a place to park it, so there's always that.
Plus, Randi might actually hurt you.
She may. But this rivalry with Carlos of mine goes very far. So far that I made a gangster rap about Carlos destroying the Hemi.
You're hilarious.
All right. And to be fair to Randi, we're only going to play like a minute or so of it. If you want to hear the rest of it, I will post the rest of it to YouTube the same day I post the episode. And yeah, you're going to have to listen to this shit for yourself. I don't know how else to explain any of it. Let me see here. Got it back up. Here we go.
Josh has heard my music.
Josh understands my pain.
I feel like I also understand your pain, Randi. I'm not trying to ignore you. It felt good. It felt good when this news came out.
It's nice to dance on the grave of somebody we don't really know directly, so that like we don't hurt any of our friends' feelings, but we still get those urges to be asshole monkeys out, and we can dance on someone else's grave.
This is our purge, Randi. This is our purge.
This is our purge. We need this. It's therapy.
It's ridiculous. Back. Like it slaps though. That's the problem. Oh my god. Well, I'm so glad I had that video of Pope doing that now. Wait, I just looked up. Did Randi just leave the room completely? She's like, I'm done with this shit.
Fuck this, I'm out.
All right. That sounds about right. I'm surprised Josh hasn't.
That's where that's the good part right there. That's it.
That's a good place.
That's about as it's basically like it's really a lot like the 90s in that it just drags on towards the end, and it's like all of a sudden you're like, am I on mushrooms? Why are everybody like 3 songs later and it's still the same song?
We're still talking about the same thing. Yeah, exactly. So you're welcome.
Right. That's the end.
All right.
Adios, Carlos. It's been arrivederci. It's been great.
We're gonna say goodbye to you as a subject matter. Hopefully now we can talk about new stuff going on in Jeep, and then, I mean, seriously, we've been talking about it since we started the show about the consistent problems that they've been having, and a lot of us can point the finger directly at the time where he started running stuff. So, yeah, Jeep's always had its issues, but the brand is failing right now, and if they don't do something, they're done.
Yeah, that's a large market share to lose.
Yeah. Yes, that's the big thing. And everybody was ready to fill that gap, and Jeep was not ready to defend their ground.
All right, so that was that news story.
Yeah. You want to do another one?
Yeah, let's go to a different company.
Which one do you want to do? Which one do you want to do in case I got to get video ready?
Oh, let's see. Why the hell would Jeep want to see underwater?
Yeah, that's
which one do you have? Which one do you have video handy for? This Land Cruiser concept?
I had the Land Cruiser concept. I also have the vintage Bronco images and the website for that.
I want to see that. I want to talk about that one.
All right, let's talk about the vintage Bronco kits then.
All right, so Ford sues vintage Broncos over retro body kits. So Vintage Broncos is a company that is making modern Broncos with retro style bodies. So Ford has filed a lawsuit against Vintage Broncos, the company who's illegally profiting from its iconic Bronco branding. Ford claims the unlicensed use of the Bronco name and logo misleads customers and exploits decades of investment in the brand, except for like the 20 years they didn't make it.
I mean,
there's that part. This case echoes Jeep's 2019 lawsuit against Mahindra over the Roxor, a vehicle with a design Jeep argued too closely resembles the Wrangler. It's a goddamn fucking ripoff if you've ever seen one.
It really is, though.
They're really cool, though. They're little.
They're awesome.
They're babies.
Yep.
I know, I do too.
I really want one. I really, really want one.
The case resulted in
14 bolt in the front and rear.
Yeah, of course,
14 bolt on it. Hell yeah. The case resulted in Mahindra agreeing to redesign the Roxor to avoid further legal issues. Selling for $169,000 or more, these modified Broncos feature retro designs and modern powertrains, but Ford argues they undermine its reputation and customer safety. The lawsuit underscores Ford's commitment to safeguarding its trademarks and controlling how its iconic designs are used. Well, that's fascinating.
Yeah. Here's the thing is I don't know, the Mahindra is kind of like a mass produced vehicle, right? It isn't
it's an Indian Wrangler, but I think it's more or less the size of like a side by side.
Right. So it has some distinct differences. But it was mass produced in some way. These are like one-offs. Like they build them as people buy them, or and they set them up so they essentially strip down a Bronco and then add all of these components to make it look like an old one. I don't know. I mean, they might have. It's a really weird creative, like an artistic lane of questioning to have it.
It's so cute.
Like they're really cool. The difference, like you hit it on the head with the difference between this and the Roxor. The Roxor is a mass-produced Indian Jeep Wrangler ripoff.
Right.
Whereas
down to the 7 slots.
Down to the 7 slots, yeah. And these are clearly built for the person who wants it. And I think at that point I'm modifying my own rig. What difference does it make? You already sold me a regular Bronco. And now I'm paying these guys an extra $100,000 to make it look like a retro Bronco. But I get what Ford's saying, like we can't guarantee the safety of this, but I don't think they're asking you to anymore at that point, are they? Like, oh, hi, I just bought this Jeep and I did a full body swap on it and a frame swap, and now it's not the same vehicle anymore, but I still want you to be responsible. I don't think that's how it really works in the real world.
I mean, and I'm not sure. Like there was that. I remember I read a story recently. There was a YouTuber that wasn't that one guy that wanted to bring some rig to SEMA and he couldn't bring it because he wasn't allowed to bring it because essentially Ford was saying, if you bring that, we're going to sue you. Like he essentially got a cease and desist letter on it. And he was just doing a body kit to make a regular Mustang look like some sort of special Mustang that they had done. So Ford has proven, if nothing, to be a dick about their IP property or their intellectual property. But
well, they never sold their company to Italians, so
there is that.
So I think that they might be onto something. I mean, this is basically like this is a really cool Bronco. Like, this is rad. I'd buy one of these if 100%. I was. I mean, if they weren't
$170,000, like it's kind of a ridiculous amount of money.
It's cute.
But think of this is something fun that Ford could think about, or other car manufacturers could think about. What if you released a retro body style with modern safety, modern features?
Or release a basic, so we talk about the sport model of a Jeep being kind of a base build model, which is kind of nice to have. What if you had just a base build that you gave out to manufacturers like this that could then turn them into a custom build like this, where all the safety stuff stays in fact, but they're doing all the body panel work and kind of the custom electrical wiring and those kinds of things. I think there's a missed market there, especially when we're getting into a day and age where dealerships are going away. People are ordering their cars online. So yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of, I think I agree with you. There's something there that could be done. Like, when we talk about the sport, we don't mean it as like you're ghetto because you own the sport, right? We know where the sport's place in the market is. It's really like, you're buying that thing so you have a canvas to do things with at that point. Like, you can take it from there to anywhere you want. You can also leave it there, but a lot of people start there, and if they're smarter than Randy and I are, they don't buy the Rubicon and take all the Rubicon parts off. You buy the Sport, save yourself a ton of money. Like, the Jeep shouldn't be the most expensive part of your build.
But there's two sides to this, because I think that like 90% of off-roaders, a Rubicon's perfect with a lift and 37-inch tires.
Despite my drinking today, yes, I would agree with Randy. My Rubicon has done me just fine with the build level it has.
I think that, like, if you want that vehicle to like learn and do and stuff on, we couldn't have ever like thought that we would be where we're at, or we would have bought a Sport. But if we were to buy another Jeep down in the future, I'm not going to like look for a Rubicon because I'm going to tear everything off of it anyway.
Yeah.
So but I think that 90% of off-roaders, a Rubicon package is a great option, and it gives you all the things, and then you can just give it a little lift and some tires,
like,
and you're good
if you're going to lift and do some lifting your tires on your daily driver, then the Rubicon's perfect. If you're going to build a full rock crawler, the Rubicon is a dumb idea.
It is. I agree. But it just depends on where you're going to go with it. Not everybody knows.
But so back to this other topic, though. This would be sweet if Ford sold like all the basic body package and then allowed aftermarket people to do other things to it, or any vendor for that matter. Like, think about if MotoBuild could just sell Jeeps with their armor on it. Like, they already build like the kit replacement for the back, like that Jefe the El Jefe YJ, that can be made. Like, that's something that you can build yourself with parts that they sell. Like, there's only a little bit more to like have Jeep sell me a blank thing, and I stick all my MotoBuild parts on it, or whatever vendor I happen to be, and now I've made a freaking monster of a vehicle at that point. But I started with a safe frame. We didn't have to chop it up or do anything nasty to it. It's like this basic kit that's I don't know. We're pipe dreaming for rich people, JD.
We're always pipe dreaming for rich people when we're talking Jeeps, if we're being honest. We're pipe dreaming for poor people, if we're being honest. Poor people with rich ideas. So, all right. Well, that's one that I'd be interested to see how that one plays out. I don't think, honestly, I feel like Ford decided to pick this fight. I don't think that this vintage company is going to make it.
How different is that than an off-road shop taking my Jeep Wrangler, putting big ass axles on it, a Hemi, putting aftermarket fenders on it? And I think Ford's complaint here is that they're using the styling of the original Bronco, which they're calling their intellectual property. Okay, that's fair.
That's hurting.
I would agree with that.
that's hurting their profit. But they're not selling those body kits. Like, and you still have to buy a Bronco to make that happen. So I don't understand.
Do you have to buy an old one and a new one to make this happen? Is this how this?
Yeah, that's why they're $170 or
Yeah.
$170,000. Yeah, because they have to buy a brand new Bronco and then they have to retrofit it with all of that extra stuff that we just saw. And so yeah, they're retro, and that's why they call it the retro vintage or vintage Bronco, whatever the hell they're calling it. So yeah, it's a really weird area. You know, when I did graphic design school, one of the things they teach you is that you can use other people's art to make your own art, but there's this real fine line between copying someone's art and being inspired by it. And that's probably what's going to end up being answered in this kind of a lawsuit. I feel like it's going to come down to like an art question and a creative question, as opposed to like a financial question and who's making money on what. And I think that's the way Ford's going to frame it. So, but I'll follow up on this one. I'm interested to see how that one plays out.
It's a fair point, though. It looks exactly like a retro Bronco, like a vintage Bronco. Mm-hmm. It doesn't look like a tribute to the vintage Bronco. It actually looks like it's the same exact thing. So I can see where they're coming from.
Yep. So it's just it's one of those. It piqued my interest when it came through. So I'll keep an eye out for whenever that one finally rolls through as a solution. All right. Any more that you wanted to do that you saw, Pope? Or are we good for tonight?
I think we're good for tonight. Those are two good stories, and we had some great updates from our group here.
Let's call it. We still have a ton of other SEMA builds to talk about at some point in the future. Plus, and a couple of those are Toyotas, so we should really wait for Alyssa on those. Yeah. All right, so I got Josh's video. Let's share this real quick, and then
it's a long video, but just like skip through and you'll see. And you can see the control arms on it. It's hilarious.
PVC pipe.
I didn't, you know what? I did not cue ahead to that. I should have cued ahead to where those control arms are at. Let's see.
If we ever had a producer, that would be helpful, huh?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, dude. Like, I would seriously do it. Yeah, you can't really see them in this video, though.
You can see that they're white. You get the idea.
What is do you know their Instagram name?
So, yeah, hang on.
So, yeah, I'm going to save you guys the audio.
_ off-road something? Let me see.
I have seen them, though. I saw before this event because they posted pictures of it, and it looked freaking amazing. It is painted to look just like PBS.
_ventures.
Okay. All right. That's awesome. But yeah, you can kind of see it there. Let's see if it's any better up here closer. No, this is all of us on our Instagram vertical video.
Yeah, well, check out that obstacle, though.
I mean, some serious articulation, too, he's got going on there with his PVC arms.
They can flex a lot because PVC is very flexible.
It's very flexible.
What's his Instagram, Josh?
Mudbug _offroad_ventures.
I don't feel like I've got the longest Instagram name anymore. 4 link with spaghetti noodles. Yeah. There's no real suspension under there. It's just
you can rename your Instagram to MeAndMyYellowJK and my adventures in Colorado.
100% I could. It doesn't matter anymore. Nobody's on Instagram anymore. Oh, shit. All right. What did Brian have to say about that? Ford owns the design for the Bronco. Brian, I think that's kind of what we're saying.
Yeah, they own the design for it.
It's I think we all kind of agree on that end of it. So on the flip side of it, I really wish Ford, like we said, I think it'd be great if companies it would be great if Jeep offered companies the opportunity to take a regular Jeep and make it look like a Willys so that you could get that concept that people like so much.
Or sell a Jeep to a company with no motor in it so you can put the motor of your dreams in your Jeep.
Exactly. All right. Let's see here.
I mean, all these motors keep blowing up. JD's motor, Randy's, Pope's, Julie's.
Mine
So here's my
hasn't blown up
problem.
yet.
I'm pretty sure that I just said a few weeks ago, you know, and actually I've said this on multiple shows recently. The V6 Pentastar is, you know, pretty bulletproof as long as you take care of it. Life, I can take care of it. Like I do all the stuff I'm supposed to do with it, and yet here we are. And so, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not bitter at all.
The inline,
swear to God,
the i4 turbo is actually really bulletproof. It's been super great.
The less you get, I mean, it's less complicated. The less complicated you get, the more solid it's going to be, especially these days. All right.
I wonder if you put a turbo on a Geo Metro 3-cylinder, how much power that could get.
I don't know.
It's a Briggs and Stratton motor, I think that is in there.
I mean, seriously, it's at this point some of that level of power that we're getting. All right, let's do a couple quick fails.
And I love fails. It's my favorite part.
I know
of our
you
show.
do. We're going to give these to Alyssa, even though she's not here, but she did share them with us. I have actually 2 Cybertrucks and 1 dumb build. What do we want first? Maybe we'll do a little bit of a cyber sandwich.
Let's do a cyber sandwich.
Let's do a cyber sandwich.
That sounds like there's a website for that.
I'm sure there is. Do not check it out. Do not Google it on our account. I don't want to be responsible for any of that.
Do not Google cyber sandwich.
Don't Google anything on our account. If I'm being honest with it. Oh, crap.
In fact, don't Google anything I say. Believe me.
That's probably good
also
advice.
True.
Hey, why you playing it so?
So somebody made a style decision. For those of you listening,
that was a conscious decision.
Apparently, like it kind of looks like Vegas, so maybe this was like for a SEMA build, but I don't recall hearing about a furry SEMA build Cybertruck. So I don't know, but yeah,
is this a sex thing?
Terrible. It's always a sex thing, Pope.
I think
if anything has taught me anything at my age, it always comes down to being a sex thing.
I mean, I think we block content like this at my company.
We probably do. Yeah. And honestly, I might actually run into a problem when I post this on YouTube. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. I don't think you're allowed to post furries on YouTube.
But no, I think you can. I think it's discrimination if you don't. All right. We're moving on. All right, let's see here. Let's see. This is the dumb build that she sent over. I got to turn the audio. This is ridiculous.
That's a good motor.
Here's the thing that kills me on this. It's this thing. It's this stupid spinning spare tire in the middle.
On the side, it's like the weirdest.
Yeah.
Like I mean, wow.
The tires on the side, if you didn't do the tires on the side, right?
I think the whole thing is ugly
Really?
as hell, but
I think
still
it's
ugly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's
it's
still pretty
the
fugly.
ugliest thing ever. But I mean, I can respect the work, I guess.
Yeah, always. I mean,
I
7
can
months
see
worth
what
of
they. I
work.
can see what they did is they took the back half of the. They took the body of the Mustang and put it in the truck bed, and then made like a 19-foot hood.
I mean, it's just a lot of hood. That's why there's so much
I want to
space
hear
in
Josh's
the engine bay.
opinion on this.
Yeah,
'cause
go
I
ahead,
want to hear
Josh.
someone from the East Coast tell me about this.
The thing is fucking hideous.
Isn't it?
It's disgusting. Why?
It
It's
is
not. It doesn't look good though. Like
No.
this is one of those things where like I like a good West Coast customs, right? But
Why
this
the
is not.
No, this is
Fuck,
West
is
Coast
there a
custom.
Hemi
This is West
powering
Coast
a
dog
Mustang?
shit. That's bad. It's like, it's really bad.
Like and it. Oh, and it looks
Oh, look at that.
it's exactly
That's
like a.
right there.
Yeah, it looks like exactly like a stock,
yeah,
Mustang in the middle. Like
the mirror right there looked like really bad. That looks really terrible right there. But the thing is that they're like
this.
the interior is the exact same as the Mustang. Well, if you're gonna have that much of a vehicle, give me some leg room.
Yeah.
Right.
You,
Like
Right.
you
Why
already
not
have
make
it.
it
You
like
still have the leg room of like
The
a
Mustang.
Mustang,
you already had to do body work on the damn hood, right?
right?
So you might as well do some body work on your convertible roof. Oh, it's a convertible. There's no body work. Just fucking stretch it and give me long leg room.
Yeah, give me some room.
You have room for 2 more motors. You could probably put some like another row of seating in that damn thing.
Like for real, like at least
I don't
put
know.
some room
Can
for
you
somebody
get
who's
off my
6'6".
screen?
Do you think it would be good in the dunes,
Can you
Josh?
what?
Can you remove it from my screen?
Can you remove this from my screen? Actually, I can do that. That's a reasonable request.
I'm like,
It's
You feel
really
better, Josh?
uncomfortable.
Do you feel better,
I got
Josh?
nauseous looking at it. It's like
What'd you
weird.
say, Randy?
It's awful.
Yeah, it's not
I
not
don't,
pleasant to look
and
at.
I don't think it would do very well in the dunes.
Mm-mm.
That's what they were trying to
No,
say.
definitely not.
No.
Definitely not. All right, let's do this other Cybertruck fail. Whoop, that's the wrong button. Let's see. This is one of your brand new Cybertrucks just trying to get out of a parking space on a regular old street in 3 inches of snow.
This makes me unexplainably happy. I totally agree.
Yes.
Like, I don't know why. It's so
Like,
funny.
It's ridiculous. Like, you should be able to do that. It's a 4-wheel drive vehicle. You should be able to handle that, even with street tires.
Come on.
Ugh.
Y'all made Elon the richest man in the world and you're buying this?
Yeah, well, Homeboy's got a stock issue of his own. Him and Dodge should talk to... him and Stellantis should talk about how much inventory they got sitting on parking lots.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and this is why. Like, this is just dumb. But it makes me giggle every time I see it.
That thing is so heavy. And they all have special tires, right? Like, one of the things about these cars is they destroy tires because of the way they operate. And I wonder if I could just put some Mickey Thompson Baja Boss ATs on it, would I be able to get out of that parking spot? Or is it the computer is so dumb that it's having a hard time calculating how to get out of the spot?
Both? Like, I feel like it's probably a bit of both.
Because, like, if you're familiar with the Tacoma, some of the nicer Tacoma models, like the Pro, have, I don't even know if it's in the lower scale ones, but they have these buttons and these knobs you can twist, and it has like a sand mode, it has like a crawling mode, and it has like a get unstuck mode, right? And so you could be like up to your axles in sand or mud, and then flip the truck into that thing, and if it's capable, it's going to keep on trying 1,000 things. It's like when your spotter keeps telling you, go passenger, go driver, go passenger, go driver. It's going to try to figure it out. And supposedly, I've seen on YouTube, it gets out of sand, it gets out of mud. Now, did I ever try that in my Tacoma? No, because I was too scared to get it to where it gets stuck. But but I think that it's the same sort of technology, but it's being done by people who don't actually go outside.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's being, I'm just saying.
No, I think you're right. I think that's been a large part of a lot of these issues that we've been seeing in the last few years is just people making decisions. I mean, that goes for everything, right? It's not just the vehicles, it's the land use stuff. It's all of it, right? It's just people making decisions on shit they don't understand.
Right.
All right. Well, on that happy note, let's see here. I don't think I have anything else fun and exciting. We have plenty of that stuff to talk about next time. We can chat all about the rest of the Toyota. Next time Alyssa's here, we will talk. We need to do all the Toyota stuff we got. We'll get that. We just need to do a Toyota show, and maybe we can track some of the Snail Trail 4x4 podcast people. We're doing a Toyota based show.
We can call it Toyotathon.
I'm pretty sure we can't. I'm almost positive that legally we are not allowed to do that, and I definitely don't want to poke at that bear.
We've said that a few times, and every time we get shut down.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I would love to, and
Toyota hasn't said no yet.
No.
We just want we just want to do a Toyota version of Jeep Jamboree called Toyotathon, and we have all the Toyotas come.
Okay.
Where everybody goes forward and says straight.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. If you've got, this is just as we get out of here, unless anybody has anything else. Does anybody have anything else before we get out of here? I feel like we spent enough time bullshitting people tonight, even Brian. And Brian, thank you. I appreciate the fact that you have so many jokes, and I'm sorry that you could not be here tonight.
We should get Brian here.
We should bring Brian back next time.
Yeah. Brian's welcome anytime, man. Yeah.
He likes being in the audience too, though. It's fun.
He does. I think he likes kind of lurking a little bit, which is I can appreciate that too. If you would like to leave us a voicemail, please do so. Please leave us a voicemail. Tell us how much you don't like Josh. Tell us how much you don't like Pope, and that's all I want to hear. But I will play. I'm going to reiterate this. I'm going to keep saying it until somebody gives me a reason that I absolutely just have to go back on this saying. I will play any voicemail that you all leave me.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You leave me a voicemail, I'll play it.
All right, give me the number.
Just be
It's on the bottom. If you go on our Instagram right now, it's on the bottom. 719-408 0132.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Thank you, Randy. You can also check
Brian
us out.
says he loves Josh. Maybe you should call and leave us a voicemail about how much you love Josh.
I
mean,
I agree, Brian. If you really love me, you'll call and leave a voicemail and tell me that.
Yeah. I think you both should call and leave voicemails about how you love each other, and then I will play them back to back.
We need to just go out there and spread love for Josh and Brian out there in the world.
Oh.
I don't know if we're allowed to legally do that. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we're not allowed to legally spread any kind of love. But yeah,
y'all are gross.
Hey, Brian's doing shots with us tonight. Yeah, don't shut the hell up, Josh. I think Brian's doing shots with us tonight. Great. So yeah, leave us a message at 719-408-0132. You can find us at thetrailheadnetwork.com. Hit us up at info@thetrailheadnetwork.com. And yeah, thanks for riding along with us this week. And cheers. What were we cheering to? Randy, here we go. I got this for you. Cheers to no longer talking about Carlos Traveris.
Yay.
Cheers.
I'm going to drink some of this.
Oh, Randy's like, yeah, I'm going to drink some of that. By the way, I meant to mention this earlier, Pope. You should really be aware of the fact that she's got one of those Stanley things next to you. Like, she could actually damage you with it if you spoke up too much.
I know, but there's a camera on.
It doesn't matter.
I don't usually abuse it in public. Or I don't like anybody.
She won't do that. The camera.
I only hit him in private where nobody can see, and I make sure it's in places that he doesn't get bruises in public.
Well, all right. Well, there's your.
What you can't see.
I knew it. I knew it. That one
That's
time
why Pope
I
never
saw
takes
that
his shirt
bruise,
off.
that one time, I knew it.
Yeah. It's the only reason Pope doesn't take his shirt off.
In that case, then, Randy, I'm going to say keep doing it. So he keeps his shirt on.
My back looks like Passion of the Christ. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. Hey.
Oh, nice.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody. And Brian, yeah, I'd send it to you, but we're literally done, brother. But we'll get you next time. Yeah. So catch us next time. We'll see you all next time with. Oh my good Lord! And that's those shots coming back to me.
Yeah, Fireball, baby.
Fireball. Yeah. Safe travels, everybody, on and off road. We'll see you next time at the trailhead.
Hasta la pinche vista.
Baby.
Did you just say you were going to pinch one off?
That's what I heard.
This. All right, we are recording, just so everybody knows. just be very clear. The record button has been hit. We're not quite live, but we will be momentarily. Anything you say can will be used against you.
From here on out, it's on a cloud service. The FBI can get it.
The FBI can get it before you have even Alexa in your house. You're probably screwed. All right, we should be live on Instagram momentarily. And if someone can verify the audio.
I will. I'll tell you when it hits there. See it yet?
Is It's Gone podcast live?
Huh? Oh, yep, we're live.
All right. The internet is now
we
working.
got audio too. Cool. Hey, look at that. We're live on Instagram. This is like the third, fourth week in a row we've managed to get that working.
Fucking Gen Xers working out the technology, man.
What's a ridiculous setup here? It's a ridiculous setup. It requires
we only don't know how to do things when we don't feel like doing it, and then we weaponize incompetence, and we don't have to do it.
Hi, Tanner.
Hi, Tanner.
It's a true story there.
What's going on, buddy?
Oh, sure. I know how to set up a whole fucking audio system for a bar or a podcast, but do I know how to wire the audio in my car? I just don't want to.
I mean, there is that too. That part of it just comes down to sheer willpower or not. So yeah, we'll get to why, but I'm starting with this. Pope, are you joining me?
I'm joining you.
I don't think Josh is joining me.
No,
Okay.
This is... Josh doesn't keep these kinds of things in his house.
That's okay.
That makes me hurt.
right.
Just looking at the
Cheers.
bottle physically hurts my body. I don't.
We're drinking the same size bottle. It's just JD is so much bigger than me that it looks like it's a mini bottle.
Hulk smash. That was a big shot too.
That was good.
I like that. I like that a lot. I really want to do
Funny.
that.
Truth.
All right. Hello, trailheads, and welcome to the Trailhead. Before the trails start today, we need to have a short safety meeting. Off-roading is an exhilarating but inherently risky sport. The insights and opinions that are shared by our hosts and any experts or guests on the podcast are intended to inform and inspire, not replace professional guidance. The Trailhead guests, partners, and any sponsors are not liable for any actions that you take based on what you hear. It is your responsibility to seek professional advice and make informed decisions, especially when attempting potentially dangerous activities. Always check current trail conditions and comply with local laws and regulations. Off-roading requires careful preparation and respect for safety, so ensure that you're well prepared before hitting the trails. And now that that's out of the way, buckle up and let the stories begin.